Alrighty, hey guys, name's Jacob. I'm doing a full video review of the IO Inc. AKM247-T for tactical. I'll start by saying I'm very familiar with the AR platform, so AK is the first for me. This is my first AK rifle. Very excited to try it out. I picked this rifle up off of AIM Surplus for $530. So did some shopping around for a good 6 months or so. Finally decided on this one. It's American made, which from my understanding on AKs, a lot of guys consider negative. However, I fully support the idea, and I think hopefully it'll open the market up to some more options. Okay, so first and foremost, shape check, no magazine, weapon is clear. So we're just gonna start breaking it down from stock to flash. Stock polymer, it seems pretty decent. I didn't think I would like it, but it does feel just about enough right for my reach. I'm a pretty short guy, 5'8", so I like it. Grip is a little bit nicer than some stock grips I've seen. However, it is still hollow plastic, so that's probably the one thing I'll switch out before I get to the range. I did order one off Amazon. It was about 15 bucks or so. Strike Industries. It seemed nice. I really like it. So probably one of the most selling features, calling this tactical, is the quad rail. IO Inc. does have a series M214, I believe it's called, with a full quad rail. However, AKs aren't really considered one of those full quad rail rifles. So I did want one just enough to put a grip on, maybe eventually an optic. It does have a flash suppressor. Pretty crazy cool looking thing. So one of the things I did not like initially out of the box was the mags. The stock mags it came with had this, they're just labeled IO Inc. mags. They had a little bit of a fat lip, so it did take a little bit of a grinding to get them in smoothly. So, however, like I said, I'm new to AKM, so I'm not used to having to rough it as much. However, I do know it was the mags because I did order a couple of these P mags with them as well, and they go in pretty smooth. Again, sorry for my stuttering with the mag insertion, new to this platform. The lever is pretty good. I've only handled a couple of my friends' AKs, but this lever seems on par with theirs. Oh, of course, I did forget to mention it does come with a safety lever. But other than that, I'm pretty excited. I'm going to hit the range with it. Put about at least 300 rounds through it on day one just to make sure it's legit. Of course, I'll probably break this down, clean some of the stock grease out of it, CLP it up properly. And other than that, follow up with you shortly with that. Alright guys, so I'm back in from the range. So after watching those quick clips of putting some rounds to it, I'm sure you guys are probably wondering. Group size, me personally, new to the platform and everything, Probably got about a 50-cent piece group size. At one point I did speak with the armor. He got behind it. He was actually able to put, I'd say, between a nickel to quarter size groups. Keep in mind though, it was indoor range, 25 yards. So I had spoken with the armor because I actually noticed once I was at the range that the front sight post, the actual apparatus, is a little bit bent. Nothing too major. I was still able to zero it. So it still functions. It might be more of an aesthetic thing. I don't know. Because I really just was more focused on the zeroing a red dot. So overall, put about 350 to close to 400 rounds in it. Not a single problem. I was expecting some hiccups. Maybe in the first 20 rounds or so, I was expecting, maybe some bad rounds or something not cycling. But I mean, every round from the first one all the way through functioned just fine. Very smooth. Never had problems with the bolt getting stuck or anything like that. With that firing and speaking with the armor there at the range, this trigger is very nice. Something that I really didn't notice until I got to the range. The armor got behind it, and he commented before he got off. He's like, "Man, that's a really nice trigger." And then and I would say too, it's underneath, probably well underneath 5 pounds. Some models that IO is putting out right now do come with a tap code G2 trigger. This isn't listed as having it, but it's a nice trigger nonetheless. Smooth and very light. Another thing I noticed while at the range, got behind it at one point just to check everything out. It does have a recoil buffer. I know a lot of guys have varying opinions on that. I didn't really bother taking it out. I just monitored it every 100 rounds. I looked at it. It doesn't really seem to be wearing and tearing, so I can't really say for certain whether it's taking too much contact or not. But I mean, it's in there for some guys. I know that's a plus. That might save you $6 to $10 or so. One of my initial complaints at the beginning of the video was the magazines. And actually, after being in the range, just kind of taking them in and out, a little like grinding out the house before I left, they go in fine now. Just in and out. They've definitely worn in. This is a clear one that just came with it. I just spray painted it. So overall, I'm very impressed. For the price I paid for this rifle, I really didn't put anything on it besides stuff I had already. Just a red dot, true glow, nothing too fancy. A little angled grip, had that laying around. I didn't put anything special inside. I didn't upgrade any trigger. Of course, the quad rail came with it. I think it's an extremely good bang for the buck. So overall, very impressed. I'll definitely recommend it if you guys are in the market for one, looking to spend underneath $600. Definitely, I would recommend one of these IO M247 models. So I hope this answers some of your questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. One additional remark. I'm by no means sponsored. This is just my own money, my own time, my own rifle. But I do want to take a second to thank East Dallas Armory. Fellow Zach out there, he did the transfer for me. Really nice guy. Really great prices on the transfer fees. My friend Gregory Suarez out at the DFW range. It's a very nice range out if you're in DFW off Mockingbird. Really great range. Check it out. But overall, I just really wanted to give those guys a quick shout out. Thanks again for watching this video, guys.